This is For the Governed, a podcast series brought to you by Athalonz. Here are your hosts, Tim Markison and Ron Cates.
I'm Ron. This is Tim. This is the Athalonz podcast for the governed. Tim is the CEO of Athalonz. Now, Tim, I get questions all the time about what does the Athalonz logo mean? Where did it come from? And I know that for you, you created it. I know it has meaning to it, probably many layers of meaning. So how about you walk us through that?
Sure. So it's a spin on an ancient Celtic symbol of three interwoven ellipses that represent connectivity of mind, body, and spirit. That really resonates with me, not only in sports, but in regular life or in everyday life. So, to me, our body is what does the physical actions. Our mind is how we process things, how we think about things. And then to me, the spirit is really our belief system. How do we believe in a higher power? How do we view ourselves in the world? Things along those lines. So when all three are working in a positive way, we have a better life. We're enjoying things more. So as an example, when it comes to playing golf, if I'm at the tee box and it's a very narrow fairway, if my mind process, my belief system about my golf game is I'm not that accurate of a driver, I'm going to have a really hard time keeping the ball in the fairway. So if that's my belief system, and then my thought process starts going, boy, I really got to do well to try and hit the ball just right to get it on there, my body gets tense, and 9 times out of 10, I'll miss the fairway because everything was off. I had this negative spiral going on. But conversely, if I go, you know what, I'm okay with just doing what I can. I believe that I can hit the ball fairly well if I just relax and hit it. I have that mental image of, you know what, I'm going to give it my best swing and let it go. My body relaxes and I hit the golf ball and I'll be much more consistent hitting the fairway.
Yeah, I think probably every good athlete goes into things with a positive mindset. You're never going to win anything if you think you're terrible at it. You're never going to perform well if you think you're no good at that game or that sport. So that makes sense. But I think a lot of people still do approach it with that sort of intrepidation. I'm not that good. I'm just an amateur. I don't know how to do this. But I think you're right. If you approach it with a little bit more positive outlook, you will almost automatically do better.
Yeah, and this is all from personal experience. To me, we can get into a positive spiral where I have a positive belief system. My spirit is good. That creates more positive mental energy. My body relaxes. I do things more productively with my body. And then conversely, I can get into a negative spin. I doubt myself. I don't have good beliefs. I don't think well about myself. My mental thought process then becomes negative, and then my body actions become negative. And just as a easy example for me, with diet and exercise, it's so easy for me to get into a negative spin, where something will happen. It'll trigger doubt or disbelief in myself. I'll get depressed. My mental thoughts would be, well, I need something to soothe this pain, whatever I'm feeling. And for me, that's going to junk food. And then when I eat junk food, I don't want to exercise. And I just get into this negative spin. Conversely, when I'm feeling good about my mental health, I feel good about where I'm at, it's easier to avoid not eating those things. It's easier to keep my exercise routine going. So that's just kind of an example of a positive spin when it comes to the connectivity of mind, body, and spirit, and a negative spin on mind, body, and spirit.
Yeah, in a parallel sort of way too, good play equals a good day. That's one of the sayings we have here at Athalonz. If I go out and have an amazing day on the bike or a really great run, it kind of impacts the rest of my day. Everything, you say this all the time, but food tastes better, the wife looks better, which we know is impossible because both wives look amazing. But the food
true.
definitely tastes better, and the whole day is better. So
Yeah.
truly, better play equals a better day.
Yeah, absolutely. And as athletes, we've all experienced that. I asked a bunch of my friends who play baseball, what would you rather have? Would you rather go 3 for 4 with a home run and 6 RBIs and your team lose, or your team win and you're 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. And everyone said, I'd rather be 3 for 4. The personal satisfaction is there. So I can relate. And then it just makes us a little bit more patient. And that's really kind of what the whole theme about Athalonz is about. We want to be here to have a positive impact on the world. And just the simple thing of playing a little bit better creates a little bit more positive energy. We think a little bit better about ourselves. We're a little bit more tolerant of others and situations. So we start to get that positive spin going. We get a little bit more positive belief in ourselves. Our mental process gets better. Our physical being gets better. And then that propagates to others around us. So it's the simplest thing of just providing footwear that helps people play a little bit better, helps create a little bit better day, creates more positive energy. And, with the positive energy that I'm bringing in, it brought in my dog Henry, who's right here next to me. So
That's an incredibly positive outcome.
yeah. So
Henry's a cool dog.
yeah. So yeah, we were thinking positive thoughts, and in pops Henry. So our logo is to really kind of help remind us that we're, mind, body, and spirit as human beings, and to consistently work on all 3 aspects of our lives, and then just keep it simple. Better play equals a better day.
Thanks, Tim.
My pleasure.